Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you the basic git push and pull commands and their use. If you're looking for such videos over internet, then probably you know the significance of the GitHub, and I assume that you also have the GitHub client previously installed on your computer. Most important thing for which people use GitHub, that is the collaborative project. So before starting the process, I just I'd like to tell all of you to check one thing. So this is a GitHub account. I also assume that you also have one GitHub account. So this is my GitHub account. In this GitHub account, if we go to this particular icon, and there are things like you could find at the bottom there is one thing called setting. If you click on the setting, so there are this SSH and GPG keys. So make sure the SSH key of your computer is already added to this to your GitHub account, because this is how the GitHub works. And like, if you want to work from a local computer or local machine, so the GitHub needs to recognize that message. Okay, so let's create a new repository. So I'll create a new repository, and you could name it here. So I'll name it as for video. So this repository I'm making only for this purpose of this video, and make sure it's a public. So I'm making it public, and then a new repository is being created. Now once you create this new repository, you could see a set of commands. So for the push, git push. So now, so this is very easy. So you have this set of commands, and you could use that to push your project into your GitHub account and work remotely. So go into your bash. Okay, so go into your bash. I'm splitting my screen into two different parts, and this is my bash. So I'm going to my desktop. Okay, right. So in my desktop, you can see there is one folder called this for video. So I'm trying to push this folder into the Git repo. So for video, so what is there? So there are different so we'll use this command. So before using this set of commands, let's try to create a text file here in this folder, because that will help. Actually, that will help later. So this is a test file. Okay, save it. Right, now you have a test file. So what we'll do, we'll just start whatever instructions are given. So let's say git init. So what this command does, so it's usually initialize an empty git repository. So this empty git repository is initialized, and it's a kind of, the name is .git. You cannot see here if you do ls, because but you could see in a you could see in your Windows machine directly going into that parent repo, parent directory. Yeah, so the next step is you need to add. So the git add, what it does, so it actually adds all changes that you are making to that you're making to the working directory. So you say git add. So git add dot space dot, so it's added. The next thing is you need to commit. So what this commit does, so commit, actually this git commit command, so it takes the snapshot of your snapshots of different steps of your project. So if you are there are different commands with git commit. We are using this git commit m means with a message. So for example, let's say fast commit. Okay, so the git commit is done. Right, the next is git branch. So let's check which branch we are at. So we are already at the master branch. So now we will directly use this command, copy this and paste here. Okay, so the next step is git push origin master. So we have this master, right? Okay, so everything has been pushed into this. Now you could refresh this page, and you could see the content. Whatever we have pushed, we could see it here. Here repository, then there is for video. Now you could go into this for video directory, and you could see the content. Whatever we had there, we had one png file, we had one pdf document, we had one this text which we created, and these lines you can see in this particular column. So this is our commit, the message we typed, this snapshots. It's actually like it's actually keeping record, like keeping tracks of our changes. So this is what we wrote in the message, the first commit, and this appears here. Here we try to version control different files. So PDF files we cannot version control. So that's why I have created one text txt file. Now we could see how collaborative project actually, or how we could work collaboratively using Git. Okay, so this is how one part of the Git push. So now push has been done. The next part is we try to make some changes in the txt file. Let's say txt, and in the second row, fast setup changes. Let's say fast setup changes. Okay, now if you type git status, this git status, what it is saying, one file, the test.txt, that has been modified. Again we have to follow the same process and push that into the github. So let's say git add. So we have added the changes. Let's say git commit. So what we'll try, the message will type updated, let's say updated txt file. Okay, now the final step is git push. You don't have to always like write this git push origin, and it has been pushed into your git repo. So let's check again what has been happened there. Okay, so now I could say, so this test.txt has been updated 16 second ago with a new message with this updated txt file. Okay, so open this here, and you could see there is a second line which appears fast setup changes. Okay. To start git pull, let's create a new directory, like git pull test, something like this, git pull test. Yeah, go into this git pull test. Now here what we have to do, so we have to now you don't have the directory or the repository, so you want to pull the repository from the github account to your local machine. So what you could do, you could go into the git repo, and there in this point, so you could copy the ssh or https to clone this directory. So clone means it could create another copy of this directory on your local machine. So copy this, and use git clone, just paste this. Okay, so this is writing like cloning into for video. Now if you could ls, so there is this for video is here. Okay, so now there is one thing to remember. If you're working simultaneously a collaborative project, so before pushing or before making edit to any file, always remember to use this git pull command. So if you git pull, if you use this git pull, you will you will pull the updated files, all updated files from the repository. So but here we have this updated file, so there is no changes like that, no changes have been made to other files. So that's why it's writing here already up to date. So here you use git pull. So just git clone and git pull is every time you can use this git. So in a collaborative project, so there is something called conflict. So you will get to know about it later. And to avoid that, to avoid those conflicts, every time use this git pull, and then make the changes to the document, and then use git push. Thank you for watching this video.